Ah ha ha! There we are. Hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis here at the Game Trade Media Studios in Timonium, Maryland. So if you're here in Maryland, I would say stop by, but I can't. Maybe someday. So it's another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. We're going to continue with the Company of Iron. As you all know, Kurt is not here today. He'll be returning for one more episode before he leaves on his trip up to Ohio, where he'll be moving to. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do that speed painting competition we talked about. We're going to get some other artists in here and have a lot of fun with that. So that's going to happen pretty soon. So there'll be a flyer put out, advert or whatever. But yeah, working on Company of Iron, which is by Privateer Press. It's part of their War Machine and Hordes universe. Let me read the little flavor text back here. So, basically, Company of Iron is an exciting new way to wage war in the world of War Machine and Hordes. You'll command a small squad of dedicated warriors and elite champions in a game of fast and furious battlefield action. Increase the combat prowess of your commander with unique upgrade cards, and take advantage of powerful battle plan cards for greater tactical options. Small squad size and alternating activations keep skirmishes quick and compelling. With this Company of Iron starter box, you can choose to control the powerful storm technology of Signar's Stormblades or harness a savage band of Pharaoh Brigands. Then expand your chosen force or forge your own Company of Iron from among the expansive range of available War Machine and Hordes models. So in this box, it contains a lot for two players to basically just open it up and get to playing. It comes with 21 highly detailed miniatures with stat cards, one core rule booklet, one advanced rule booklet, one scenario guide, 40 command cards, 6 commander upgrade cards, 8 mission markers, 42 activation markers, 23 knockdown injured markers, 2 objective markers, 1 flag marker, 1 wall passage marker, 18-inch ruler, 4 6-sided dice. The Signar models include Lieutenant Gwen Keller, so you have Lieutenant Gwen Keller, 6 Stormblade infantry and 3 Stormblade gunners. The Minion Pharaoh models have Agatha, Queen of Carnage, and 10 Pharaoh Brigands. So lots of cool stuff in this box. I am actually painting Lieutenant Gwen Keller right here on the spinner over there. We've got Agatha, Queen of Carnage, she's kind of like a wereboar of some sort, like a humanoid boar pig creature. She just looks like she could just cut you down with those. It's like she has like punch daggers or cestus on her hands. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see who's all with us today, because that's what we need to see. Who's watching? All right. Hey, Drew, what's up? Walter and Craig, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. I'm going to send out a few invites real quick to get some more eyes on. If you guys would all be so kind as to share this with your friends and say, hey, we want you to watch our show. Enjoy watching the painting. This is the best part of this whole thing, is when I invite people or share this. It actually keeps us right engaged with the painting process, which is the best. So there we go. I've invited some people, but let's see who else. Who else would I want to invite? Bob. We'll go with, hey, you. I'm just going to invite everybody. Aaron. We'll go, hey, what are you guys doing? Why aren't you guys watching us today? And then, like I said, I'm currently painting it's Gwen Keller. I'm going to go ahead and switch out the model so you guys can see my progress on my model here. Not too bad. It's coming along. I'm doing the gold highlights, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do what other leather straps that this character has, and then there's also some metallics, other metallics like your gunmetal grays or silvers for some of the buckles and other things that are on the armor and the sword itself. So yeah, gonna do all those fun things. All right, and we'll put Agatha back on there. All right, there we go. So what are you guys all up to today? Everybody having a good day here on this wonderful Thursday afternoon? It's kind of chilly around here, right, Johnny? Johnny's in here walking around. There he is. And then we got Shang on the controls in the other room back there. Yep, there he is. There he is. You'll find it. This is Shang's first day on at the helm. So, there it is. There he is. Cool. Getting everybody trained up on how to run that machine and do these broadcasts with us, so always good times. But yeah, I'm doing the gold highlights on this character, and then after I get this one done, one of the things I need to do is actually build the rest of the models from this game. Because as long as I feel like your main leaders are painted, it's okay to go ahead and start playing it. What do you guys think about that? And this one has like a golden trim on the cape here. There we go. And I'm using just bright gold from the Army Painter War Paints on this miniature. So if you guys have any questions about what paints I use, that's what I'm using today. Army Painter War Paints. And who here is familiar or plays War Machine or Hordes? Because honestly, I've only played like 2 demo games of it. I want to play it more because it just looks like it's such a fun little skirmish game. I mean, I love painting the miniatures, obviously, because that's my thing. I love painting them. Even though I know that you guys are like rock stars, especially Drew and Dave and pretty much everybody else. All right. Company had a barbecue buffet today. Food coma is for real. Sarah, do not use e-name. Use acrylic or enamel. Sarah B, what paints do you use? I used to use testers. Yeah, Sarah, don't use tester paint. Man, Creole chicken sounds amazing. Hey. Yes, Nicholas, I'm watching you. Very cool. Everybody's in the house today. It looks like my chat isn't updating, so I have to refresh the window to make sure I get to see what everybody's saying. So, boo on this computer. But yeah, so I'm gonna put the trim on this cape, and then going to go ahead and put some of the browns and metallics on it, then wash it, and then the rest of this cape will be white, a matte white after that. And it'll be pretty much a clean completion after, you know, some of the finer details like the face and the hair, which is in this little, if you get in the overhead here, it's literally this little spot right there is all you get to see of that face. It's so tiny, and you can barely see it in there, but I'll get it. I need to bring back my magnifying glass that I had, my desk lamp. I have a desk lamp with the magnifier in it, so I can look through the magnifying glass and paint underneath it like that. That's what I do at home. I should probably just bring it back. I had it on here a couple episodes in the beginning. I miss it. Don't you miss it, Johnny?
I never saw it.
Of course you never saw it. You weren't around then. All right. So, again, what's everybody up to today? Anybody going to go watch any movies this weekend? I am looking at going and watching no movies. I have a wedding tomorrow. And then I'm going to, a buddy of mine is going to be in the area on Saturday. I haven't seen him in about 2 years. So I might hang out with him. He's photographing a marathon here in Baltimore. He lives up in Delaware. He used to live in North Carolina. But yeah, so if you guys would be so kind as to share this into like any groups that you guys are part of that is all about the painting or whatever. I'm going to do it here in a sec. I'm going to do a share and then, or two. Now that we're kind of into it.
So you're talking about going to see movies this weekend?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go see Blade Runner 2049.
Okay.
But I've never been able to make it through an entire sitting from like start to finish.
Of Blade Runner, the original?
Runner. Because the music is so soothing and like just hypnotizing. Like
it puts you down.
Every time I watch it, I've fallen asleep. So the wife and I started watching it last night.
Fell asleep.
So no, but we made it halfway through, just before it was time to go to bed. So we're going to finish the other half tonight.
Okay.
So I'm anxious to see that.
That's pretty funny. I haven't seen Blade Runner in years myself, but there's a movie that comes out today. Oh, Boo 2. Anybody gonna watch that? Anyone? I might go watch it. I might not. I don't know. I might go to the drive-in. I love going to the drive-in here because it's a triple feature this weekend, which means that you go there at like 7, 6:45, and you are there until like 3 in the morning watching movies. It's fun. And Blade Runner 2049 is playing at the drive-in. So I think that's like the last movie on the ticket. So James said he just watched it. Is Starfinder like Blade Runner? No, Starfinder is more like Gamma World, or I'm trying to think of another good space theme. Star Wars without the Star Wars. It's Dungeons and Dragons in space. That's what it is. It's Pathfinder in space.
But the thing is like when we were talking a couple of weeks ago about what sci-fi movies people could use to inspire their campaigns, Blade Runner was one of the ones that came up. So say you had like an android technomancer or whatever that's gone rogue. There could be like someone,
sure.
They could hire a Vesk or someone to like hunt them down, similar to Blade Runner style. So yeah. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Endless.
Yeah.
You're right. We did mention that during the Starfinder stuff. That is true. Look at that guy. Want to see Kingsman Golden Circle? Oh, I want to see that too. I really like the first Kingsman, and I've heard that this one is still kind of got the campy aspect to it, but it's cheesy enough to make it fun, and that I kind of like that. Ooh, yeah, 2049 is and Shadowrun. It's got a lot of Shadowrun aspects to it. I love it. Uh-oh, someone's got a college exam coming up. Jonathan does. Yikes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share this real quick as we let some of that golden paint dry. We'll share it to the board game group, I'm guessing. There we go. We'll post that one. Boom. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get some more of this gold on here. I want to make sure that it's nice and smooth. I probably need to thin this up a little bit more. That's what I need. Yes. All right. Walking Dead RPG yet? I don't know. I think the zombie craze has kind of reached its plateau when it comes to games outside of All Out War by Mantic, which is actually a lot of fun. It's another miniature skirmish game featuring characters from The Walking Dead. So that one's kind of fun. But I want to hear about your guys' Horde experience and War Machine experiences. What are some of the things that you enjoy about playing Privateer Press games? Is it because you can have a nice shorter skirmish battle than other type of similar games like these, or is it the theme of it? I'm not, I'm not as in tune to, I think, to the community of War Machine as I am with maybe a few other things. So if you guys have any insight, that would be great. All right. Yeah, Blade Runner was good the first time. I'm pretty excited to go watch the next one. But I'm really excited about Star Wars. Star Wars at the end of in December. I'm just like, yes.
What's Star Wars?
Exactly. Nobody knows what that is.
Nobody knows.
Right? All right, there we go. So, yeah, this guy is just so much gold paint on here that I got to get on here. All right, so that doesn't need any. That needs a little bit more. So this is one of the reasons I don't think I would be good at a speed paint competition, is because I am just not a fast painter. I'm just not. And I don't even think if I became better at like knowing exactly like these are the layers and the coats and how I want to put them on, I don't think I would be any faster at painting, because I like taking my time. I like, I'm not about slopping it on for the most part, even though I know I should, because I have hundreds of miniatures to paint. Like this box alone has 21 miniatures. So if I want to paint them all, I probably need to learn to speed up my process, right? So what are some good techniques you guys like to use when building armies? Do you just do a quick, like, hit the spots that you absolutely know are going to be like, do a cover coating on that spot, and then do a quick wash, and that you're done, just so you have a painted miniature and ready to field on the battlefield there? Or is there some other techniques that you guys like to use?
Well, let me ask you this. Like, when they do speed painting competitions, do they have any kind of extra things like fans or anything to speed up the drying process?
Not usually.
Not usually?
Nope. But we might need to do that when we do ours, or have something, just because, it's going to be a little bit longer episode when we do the speed paint episode, because, we're going to have like, 10, 15 minutes maybe of introduction, so you guys get to meet everybody that's going to be painting. And then I want to give them like an hour to paint, and then we'll give them like another 15, 20 minutes for you all to judge we'll put them on the circle. The guys will talk about, this is what we saw, this is what I did, this is what I used, this is, or whatever, they're going to probably talk about that as they're painting as well. But, as it's being spun, you guys will be voting on who's the winners. So, and that'll be kind of a fun little event. And I know for a fact that I think we've got Drew on board, right? And Dave, and a guy by the name of Jeff, and I think one more. So it should be really interesting. Hey, what's up, Scott? Wash and share, aka skill in a bottle. I love it. Color spray or airbrush for the, what is that one? Dave is saying Color spray or airbrush for the primary color on the model. Dry brush is also your friend. Yeah, that's true. Dry brush is your friend. So, thank you, Dave. I don't know. I just like taking a little bit more time, I think, on it. But I need to speed it up a little bit because I don't know if I'll be able, like I said, I'll probably just be a commentator asking questions during the speed paint event, and we'll have our painters doing their thing. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. I really hope everybody tunes in for it. Okay, Chris says for a batch paint, I'll do base coat with washes and inks and glazes. Okay. All right. 1 Inch Heroes, which is Drew, said he'll probably be able to do speed paint. That's a great question, Drew. What are the models? Johnny, would you do me a favor?
What you need?
In my office, right across the hall, on the top shelf of the big brown against the wall bookcase, the ones that have the doors, there's a box laying down on the top of it. Pull that box down and bring it in. I'll show you guys what you're going to be painting. You're all going to be painting the same models. Probably something you're familiar with. I just happen to have a box full of them. So it makes it real easy. As soon as Johnny gets back, return! All right. 1 Inch Heroes beat me to it. If you're painting a bunch of similar figures, pick a color and paint all the spots on that. I get it. Okay. Treasure box. All right. Yeah, it is a treasure box. Did you find it?
All right, you've got about 50,000 boxes.
There's a small one about like this big, and it's filled with sprues of miniatures in it.
Plain white?
It's a brown box.
Brown box.
On top of the cabinet one, on the top.
Inside or on the top?
On the top.
On the top.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right. See, I wasn't expecting to get this question, so I didn't think to bring it in here to show it off, but I guess I will. I guess we'll get Johnny on the spot, aka Johnny Watches. How's everything going back there, Shang? No, I want to see you. I want to see you on the camera. That's me. That's me. Oh yeah, put your shirt back on, Shane. All right, shades. I'll do it too if you send me one, says James. When Johnny comes marching home. All right, here we go. Yep, you found it.
Oh, I remember these.
Yes.
Courtesy of some of our friends.
Yep. So, I have these, it looks like Space Marines right here. Let's put it over here in the super close-up, if we can get it up in there. So they're on the sprues already. So, there you go. I'm going to put them together for you guys and get them all prepped. Unless you want to come in and prep them yourself before the show. But yeah, they will be ready for you guys. And I have a box full of them. So yeah, that would be kind of fun too to send a bunch of these to some people and be like, hey, join us in painting the same models. Or I could throw in this model. Someone could paint this one. Right here. So there are options. So, yeah, got all sorts of fun stuff. The new Primaris Marine. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It'll be a Primaris Marine, and everybody will get one of those to paint. And then we'll have everybody judge it, and it'll be a lot of fun. Should be a blast. Especially for our Warhammer fans out there, but, you know, that's what we'll be doing for the speed paint competition. But yeah, so back to what we are painting today. I am painting Privateer Presses, Company of Iron. This is the leader of the Signar models, the Lieutenant Gwen Keller. And yeah, so she's pretty cool. On the box itself, you can see her. She's the big centerpiece figure fighting Agatha right there. And what's funny is you can see a lot more of her face in the picture on the front compared to the model itself. But that's artist renditions, and the models are so tiny, and I've got these huge monster hands, but I love them. I think that's why I like painting them. It's because I can just be like, all right. So, didn't realize that this like neck guard on her armor here was also of gold. There we go. Yeah. He's coming along. Look at you. Gwen Keller, you are such a lady killer. Seriously. She's a lady, and she's a killer. There we go. Yeah, she's coming around. I'm just waiting for my 3D printer to come. My wife goes, "What, Walter?" Yeah, I'm sure Drew will do Crimson Fist. Very cool. It's going to be a lot of fun, everybody. I think we're going to have a great time for the speed painting competition. We're going to do a cool little graphic to post up to announce it and everything. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, lucky you, Walter. That's going to be a cool freaking toy to have, a nice 3D printer. All right, now I'm going to take her back. Get back over here so we can paint. And put Agatha back up there. All right. But yeah, I want to get a 3D printer real bad. There's actually a company in Bel Air, Maryland, which is where I actually live, that makes 3D printers called, it's like MD3, something like that. And I want to get one of their printers because I have the Dragon Lock terrain where you can 3D print it yourself and build the terrain to build like a dungeon and stuff. And I wanted to get it so that I could have it build dungeons, or at least to show off that product, and you guys could be like, ah, cool. But I only wanted to like show that off on Twitch, like actually just set up the 3D printer, let it go, walk away, and all you have it on Twitch. So all you're seeing is that building the different terrain and stuff, because that could be running while we're doing other things here at the studio. It'd be funny. Because what would be funny is, much like, you guys ever go on to like livestream.com or any of these other like YouTube live, and literally it's a camera, a bird cam, and it's showing a bird feeder, and it's on all day long, and that thing will have hundreds of people watching it for whatever reason. You know, are they looking to see the elusive hummingbird or what? I don't know. Or like the zoo cams, where you see like the panda bears or the giraffes.
I was gonna say, what about that webcam that was at the zoo that was like on that giraffe waiting to give birth for like what
months.
seemed like 3 years? Like,
oh,
come on,
God.
do it already.
Right? Well, she's been in labor for 16 months. What? Yeah. But that cam had a lot of love. So I figured, I mean, why not 3D printer printing out terrain? Come on. Who wouldn't want to watch that? I mean, you're literally watching me right now paint dry. And I appreciate it. I do. Because you guys are getting to see some cool new stuff coming out. And hopefully my voice isn't putting anybody to sleep, because I know that it can do that.
You're not sounding like National Public Radio.
What's that?
You're not sounding like NPR.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome.
Hey, welcome to the Quiet Storm. We're going to be listening to the soothing sounds of Richard Ankney as he paints some miniatures.
Yeah, it's basically my life.
Local time is 2:31.
Right? Is it really?
Yes.
Wow. But I do have that soothing, mellow voice, they say. Thanks, man. Thanks, Todd. Uh-oh. Michael Patrick O'Connor has fallen asleep. Wake up, Mike. Kanan, I am currently painting the Lieutenant Gwen Keller from Company of Iron. She's the leader of the Signar group, the Signar Stormblades, part of this box set. So it's pretty cool. There we go. I want to say there's just a few spots left. I got to really put some of this gold paint on, and then I can go to the next color. I'm sure what I think is funny is I'm sure like Drew and Dave and some of you others that are that really take painting to a next level. When you watch me paint, I'm sure you guys are like, no, cringe. It's cringeworthy. Cringeworthy. Yes.
Is that just from them watching you, or from your painting style?
Both. I'm sure it's both.
Now, is this game out already, or is this?
This game is out October 25th. So. That's pretty exciting. That'll be next week. So you can get it at your friendly local game store, October 25th, and add it to your War Machine Hordes collection. And one of the other things that's really cool about it is you can take your War Machine or Hordes figurines and make your own companies of iron to fight in this skirmish board game, which is really cool. And if you want to find out more about this, you can go to privateerpress.com. Just want to verify that. It is privateerpress.com. And this particular game, I was going to see if there was other little details. I'm going to pop it open. We haven't done that really yet. Pop it open. Set the box right there. So yeah, all these little punch outs are in here. Oh, I put that doesn't come in it. That doesn't come in there. So the advanced rules, we want to look at the core rules real quick. Just real quick, the core rules. I want to see what it says in here about like Company of Iron. Summary of play. I just kind of wanted to see, like, the age range and everything for this particular game. But it comes with a core rule book, an advanced rule book, and scenario guide. So that's kind of cool to play, that you can actually play scenarios. And get yours before they're gone forever. Oh, mini crate. Minicrate.com, Privateer Press's mini crate. That's a little advert inside the box. That's kind of cool. And then, yeah, I haven't even put together the Pharaoh bad guys that are part of Agatha troops. So, but I am going to, and it'll be awesome. We'll put that off to the side. So another thing that I thought was pretty interesting is, I got my advanced copy of Game Trade magazine here, and do you guys remember the old Sears catalog that would come out right around Christmas, or JCPenney Christmas catalog back in the day? So I know a lot of folks don't know about it because it is something that hasn't really been done, but they still have the Toys R Us Christmas guide. It's like a little insert that you can get. It has lots of coupons and stuff on toys at Toys R Us for the holidays. But I feel like Game Trade magazine, besides just having some amazing articles that give you some inside scoop on the different games that are coming out through different articles written by the companies themselves, there's also a bunch of the games that are going to be available at your local game store in there from the different publishers. And it's basically a Christmas guide every month. Every month you get a sneak peek at what's going to be available at your friendly local game shop from all the different publishers, from Warlord Games to, who do we got here? I went through this and like dog-eared a bunch of pages because it's got stuff I'm really interested in, all the way back to Atlas Games or Privateer Press. Let's take a look actually what Privateer Press has this month in Game Trade magazine. Right here, that's Renegade, who we love. Privateer Press. Oh, so Privateer Press has like this whole page right here, right there of stuff. You see it? I got it circled because I circled it because I want all those miniatures. So this whole page is practically all Privateer Press. It's got Hordes and shoot, there's even more over here. You've got on another page, this whole side column here is all Privateer Press as well. So lots of cool stuff from Privateer Press in your most recent Game Trade magazine issue, which will be on shelves next week at your local game store. So, I'm almost certain next week or the week after. It's November. It'll be available at least in November. So make sure you go and pick it up when it comes out. So, all right, there we go. Right. Hey Rick, does GTM go direct to consumer as well? Like, can I get it in the mail, or can I ninja sign up for my FLGS mini painting studio? That's a great question. You can actually go to GameTradeMagazine.com and you can get it where it is. You can get a subscription to it annually and have it delivered straight to your house. So yeah, it does have a straight to consumer option, which is awesome. So for those of you that don't get it at home, you could go and sign up at the website, GameTradeMagazine.com, or you can go to your local game store and hopefully they're carrying it and you can get a copy there. And what's super funny is Jerome, the editor, whose office is now right next to mine, we were looking at it today and talking about it, and the price point on this is $3.99. That's less than most comic books now. A comic book of 24 to 26 pages. 24 to 26 pages is like between $3.99 and $4.99 on the average. And this right here is 104 is the last page here, but you still have the back cover, so technically 106 pages. 106 pages for $3.99.
And the thing about the Game Trade magazine is that because there are so many pages, you'll spend more time looking through it and browsing it, and just be like, "Oh, this exists. This is an amazing game. This looks incredible."
So cool.
It's just spent you get more money, more money per page.
Yeah, absolutely. So why wouldn't you want to have it as a subscription to your at home? Or, like I said again, it's a great reason to go to your local game store to pick it up. And then also, once you've picked it up and looked at it and been like, oh my God, I got to have this game from this company, you go back to that game store or go to the owner and be like, hey, so I saw this cool game. I'd really like it in my hands. Pre-order it, which helps everybody. Good pre-orders helps the entire everybody. So that their print runs are appropriate and stores don't run out, and the copy you want will be there when it comes in. So I mean, win-win-win for everyone. Yeah. Game Trade Magazine, go get it. Does it have reviews? It absolutely does have reviews. So I'm going to go ahead inside I'm not going to go to that camera. I'm just going to read on the table of contents here. So you have previews, D&T Icons of the Realm. There's DC Comics HeroClix previews inside Astria. There's also, let's see. You have reviews. In this one, the reviews are Watson and Holmes from Asmodee Editions, and Saikatsu from IDW Games were reviewed in this, or will be reviewed in this. So those are some games you can check out in there. And then there's, like I said, there's articles on multiple other games, which are really cool, like Shutterbug from Calliope is in here. There's a preview of the D&D Icons of the Realms, which is super cool. The Cursed Court by Atlas Games. Like I said, there's so much cool content in here that can tickle everybody's fancy, from the game collector and shopper to the person that wants those reviews and stories and behind the looks articles based on your favorite games that are already out, and having a lot of fun with that. So lots of cool stuff. Hey, Game Trade Magazine jumped in here and talked about some stuff. Wonder who that guy is. Hello, everybody. You can get a direct sub here. There it is. See? Right there. Boom. We do have reviews, Walter. We have a staff of 7 reviewers who contribute monthly. Perfect. Thanks, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. Teamwork. All right. So I'm going to put... She's got some like leather straps across her chest on this character. So I'm going to take a look at that. Maybe I don't know. They kind of made them look gray on there. I think I can probably use this right here, ash gray for that. Be cool. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. And again, for those of you that are on the East Coast or traveling out this way for PAX Unplugged, we will be at PAX Unplugged with Game Trade Magazine, Game Trade Media. We'll both be having a booth there together in one big happy family, doing awesome things. And we'd love it for you all to stop by and check out what we've got going on. If you are there, if you're not there, we're working on getting it so that we can broadcast live from PAX Unplugged, so you get to see the interviews that we'll be doing live and stuff. We're tightening up those last bits and pieces, so stay tuned for that, because that'll be a lot of fun, getting to see some insider stuff right there, then and there, while we're hanging out at PAX doing our thing. So it should be a lot of fun. And as we start getting people scheduled, we'll let you guys know immediately at what times we'll be doing the interviews with the different publishers and or creators and or game industry celebrities, if we can get a couple of those as well. Because rumor has it, there's going to be a few at the show. So, and who doesn't want to talk or hear what some celebrities have to say in the gaming industry? All right. Johnny doesn't comment on that one. What? Johnny's like, I don't care what they have to say.
See, that's where you're wrong. I don't care what you have to say.
Ah. Now we know the answers. See what I got to deal with, everybody? Every day. Booth number 203 at PAX Unplugged. That's us. Yep. Hashtag teamwork. Love it. All right. I feel like I need to do the sword. And this sword has got some it even has some gold on it too. Dagnabbit. But I need to find a bit of metal. I know I have like some gunmetal grays laying about here. Maybe not in this. See, if Johnny was on the spot, he would have had them out for me already.
Once again, I found another way to disappoint you.
Yep. It's the worst. All right. There we go. I would like to see some of the old board games redone, like the awful green things with miniatures. Walter, that would be kind of cool. Where'd you get that tiny milk crate? That's a great question. I think I got it at Five Below. Yeah, I think it was Five and Below. Yeah, Michael's, but I'm almost certain that one I got at Five Below. I was going to give it to my daughter, and I was like, no. No, I'm just kidding. I got it at Five Below specifically for some of my paints. The ones I take home all the time. So I can paint there. All right. This sword got so much detail. It's creepy. Because I would not want to be hit with this bad boy if it were a real thing. Because it looks like it's part metal, part energy. And just, because she's the leader of the Stormblades, I believe it was. Is that what it was? Signar Stormblades? I'm guessing that the blades themselves can conduct some form of energy to power it up and just cut you down. Where'd you get that tiny? Oh, I have two daughters. They're one's in her 20s and the other one's just became a teenager. So, yep. All right. There we go. These detail parts are like, I'm like serious when I'm like doing the details, because then I get quiet and it's like, no, dead air, can't have it. It's the worst. And without Kurt being here, it's like, come on. He's not carrying the conversation. And Johnny, of course, we all know. Disappointment.
You're not wrong.
So I'm going to have to ask Kurt, before he actually does leave the area, to help me find another co-host. I need another co-host. Johnny can't be a co-host.
I think we should just get a cardboard stand-up of Kurt and just put him in that chair.
Oh, like a fat head? One of those cling things?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea. All right. Good. That's true. She also has like this torch thing in her hand, and then two of them on her hip in the painting here. I don't think those are torches. I think those are like grenades, some sort of like the holy hand grenades of Antioch or something. Because and she has one in her hand and one on her hip here, so I'm thinking that's what it might be, like more of like a grenade than a torch. So it looks pretty cool, though. There we go. Frostmourne. I'm not sure what Frostmourne is. Is that Frostgrave? What's Frostmourne? Walter? I'm not sure what that is. I really do think that's a good idea. Like a freaking a standee of Kurt. If we can get one of those made, well, there's one where he's dressed like a unicorn princess. Yeah, we should get that. If you guys haven't seen that yet, we should find it and
Need
post
to
it
see
up.
this.
Yeah, the picture of Kurt as a unicorn princess.
So basically, Kurt on Casual Friday.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's really accurate. All right. Cool. Okay. Whew. Wow, those details. So, from World of Worldcraft, the Sword of Arthas. Okay. It's a Minecraft torch. It could be. It could absolutely be a Minecraft torch. All right. So, I'm going to let her dry a little bit on those, and then, you know what? Oh, dang it. Where did... I did not get these back pieces here yet. So I need to throw some paint there and there. Then that's one of the other things that I don't do, and I see a lot of other painters do it, is like they'll take this and then they'll, like, on their finger, they'll wipe away the excess until they get it to where they want it. And I don't do that. I kind of just do it on my palette here. And then hope that I did enough of a wipe away. And it looks like I did. Right there. She's got like these chevrons on her pauldrons, the shoulder pieces of her armor, that are also gold. And then she has like an eagle on the other side, which is also gold. Blue and gold. It's like she's a Charger from, I don't know where'd they move the Chargers to from San Diego?
Los Angeles, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was LA.
Okay. I don't really follow it, but I knew that that had happened. All right. Cool. All right. All right, now we'll let it dry a little bit. And just want to say thank you all for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to have you guys come in to our studio here, watch what we're doing. I'm going to show you a close-up of where we got today on this young lady here. There we go. And like I said, go to your local game store, your friendly local game store. There's lots of them all over the United States and the world, and become a part of the community there as well if you're not already a part of it. And if you're not a part of it, you're missing out, because there's a great opportunity to meet new people that enjoy the same things you do, and you can build it on that community. And I know that a lot of people like to stay in their little zones, but sometimes if you break out of that comfort zone, you'll find that your comfort zone will actually grow based on the communities that are being developed at your local game stores. Pick up your Game Trade magazine, coming out. What else? Pick up Company of Iron, comes out next week, the 25th. So make sure you go to your local game store and get this bad boy right here. Again, Privateer Press, go to privateerpress.com for more information on this game and all the other cool products that Privateer Press carries. And yeah, paint more miniatures. Join our Facebook group, which is Painting Happy Little Minis. Just type in the Painting Happy Little Minis on Facebook and join the group. It'll say, request to join. Then someone will approve your request. We'll just hit that wonderful approve button. You'll be in there, and then share all the cool things that you're painting. We love to see it, and also help each other out. If you're a better painter or have a lot of cool skills, share those skills with the individuals that are less talented at this point, because they're only going to get better based on everybody coming together and helping each other out. I can tell you from when I first started this show back in January, I was super rusty and had not tried a lot of the new techniques that painters are doing today. Like, I hadn't tried a wet palette. I didn't use a piece of anything to put my miniature on, so I'm not holding onto the miniature. I had never used a wash before, or the inks. I'd never used those before. So since I've started, I've learned a lot, and I've learned most of it from you guys, and I appreciate that. So again, thank you for that. We will be back on, well, here's the thing. Like I said, tomorrow would normally be building character. Not quite sure if that's going to happen, because I do have a wedding tomorrow, and I don't know if I'm going to be leaving a little early for that. I'm going to, maybe. I'll figure it out. But next week, Johnny, myself, and Josh are going to be at Asmodee North America's home office in Minnesota, Tuesday through Friday, recording a bunch of content based around their product. So we're going to be dropping a lot of cool videos the week after based on those that we shoot out there. So next week is a blackout week for content. We may try to do some rebroadcasts of some earlier content that we've done here at Game Trade Media, so stay tuned for that. And then the week we get back, which will be the 30th and 31st, I think the 31st is going to be our speed paint day, which is going to be Halloween. So that should be interesting. So stay tuned for that. Have a wonderful afternoon. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys again real soon. Have a wonderful time. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to Game Trade Media. Leave a like and comment on what videos you'd like to see next.